The legacy of Martin Luther. Martin Luther's childhood. Martin Luther was born in Elsben, Germany. He was born on November 10, 1483. Luther's father was a prosperous businessman, and when Luther was young, his father moved the family of 10 to Mansfield. His parents were very abusive to him, making him feel like a disappointment.
Do you like this? Do you like this? Well, no more.
However, his parents did care about his education and sent him at age 5 to school to begin his education at a local school where he learned reading, writing, and Latin. At age 13, Luther attended a school run by the Brethren of the Common Life in Magdeburg. The Brethren of the Common Life was a Roman Catholic priest-religious community founded in the Netherlands in the 14th century where Luther developed an early interest in monastic life.
Even though Luther's parents were very abusive and strict, they sent him to Erfurt to go to the best school because they value his education. During his life as a student, he created a brotherly friendship with his roommates. Their friendship made Luther's life so much better because they were so close that it felt like they were a family. When Luther was a week away from becoming an actual lawyer, the Black Plague occurred. His roommates sadly passed away from it, which causes Luther to question life and hell. After they passed away, his life turns upside down.
In 1505, Martin Luther encountered a life-threatening thunderstorm. He prayed to not die this way, especially right after his 3 college friends had passed from the Black Plague. He promised to become a monk in prayer in order to survive the storm, which he did. He joined the Augustinian monastery in 1505 and took the monk's vow in 1506 in Erfurt. After his parents found out about this decision, they became very upset and angry since they had already planned out Martin's future.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Martin since devoted this part of his life to 7 hours of prayer and singing hymns, hours of chores, as well as confessing. He wanted to live his life in a way as Jesus had lived his. The reason was so that Martin could feel in a way closer to Jesus. He would make himself suffer, such as starve himself, sleep outside in the cold, and even perform painful penances on himself. In 1507, Martin was ordained a priest. Once his priesthood had arrived, he started to study theology, which further brought him into contact with humanistic ideas.
The Catholic Church. The Catholic Church was one of the largest landowners until the Princes of Reformation started. The Church promised eternal happiness until death. From the moment you were born to the time you die, the Catholic Church was in your life. The threat was that if the state does not follow the Church's rules, they will go to hell. Many people thought that the death of people was caused by God killing you from your sins, which caused a pandemic, which caused Martin Luther's roommates from college to die within a few days. Luther was ordained to priesthood in 1507 and rejected several teachings of the Roman Catholic Church. In particular, he disputed the view on indulgences. Many people thought Luther was trying to destroy the Catholic Church when really his beliefs led him to question the Catholic Church's practices of self-indulgence. He objected not only to the Church's greed, but to the very idea of indulgences. He did not believe the Catholic Church had the power to pardon people's sins.
In 1517, Martin Luther published his original 95 Thesis. This writing was an attempt to get the Roman Catholic Church to terminate the sale of indulgences. The Church was selling these indulgences for money purposes. Martin had came to the conclusion that the Church was using its people for their money and, in a way, running a business. These words of criticism were posted on the church door where the Pope lives. Soon after, almost everyone had seen a copy of the 95 Thesis, thanks to the printing press. The Catholic Church responded to the 95 Thesis by excommunicating Luther from the Church.
German peasants rose up in revolt in 1524. The peasants appealed divine law to obtain agrarian rights and liberties from nobility and landlords who mistreated them. The peasants misinterpreted Luther's statements and utilized them to reform their society, resulting in chaos and death. When Luther learned of this, he turned against them, siding with the knights, landowners, and other powerful people. He believed that the peasants were massacres and should be stopped at all costs.
Stop it. Get some help.
This situation resulted in deaths of 100,000 peasants. Luther could have lectured the peasants on what he meant instead of killing them all. Martin Luther is also anti-Semitism. He killed Jews because they are known to be the destruction of grace. Also, he wanted Jews to reform, but his plan didn't work, so he wanted all Jews to get out of Germany.
Our group believes that Martin Luther was a good person religious-wise because he helped rebirth the Reformation and was very loyal to the Bible. However, his actions made him a bad person by killing many innocent Jews and peasants during the Peasants' Revolt in 1525. In the end, Martin Luther did stand up for his opinions against the Roman Catholic Church when he noticed something was wrong, making him, in a way, brave. So we believe that Martin Luther was a good and a bad person.